Hey everyone, I'm your Himay, and in this video, I will walk you through the CodeWiki. CodeWiki is a new tool introduced by Google. So for this purpose, I'm going to take example as Ennovec. So Ennovec is a environment management project, so you can easily manage your virtual environments, Python or JavaScript from your terminal. So let's see how it works. I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, so okay. Mm, uh, Okay, so like for now, like they're supporting only the bigger organization, it seems. So let us try to understand the transformers. So it was a complex repository, one of the complex. So we'll understand how it is formed. Okay, so like I think they have already processed it and like they have stored in the database, and so that like if you see at one click, they are able to give us how the data is. So instead of transformers, let us understand Livekit agents. Here. So there we go. We have the agents here. Uh, we have the architecture diagram. So if you see the the RPC data API is a final product, and it is coming from audio. That's the room.io. It's room.io is a important object in Livekit, and then come the agent code, agent session tasks and tool, and the integration is the plugin part. So yeah. It is pretty good. Like it is almost covering everything. See, there is a CLI, console dev mode, and hard reload. Perfect. Like you can understand like the high level of how it is actually work. Um, if you're going to go line by line or like the other approaches, obviously it will take time, but it is pretty good for most of the open source projects. They have it ready. So if you're trying to contribute, for example, like if you're like participating in GSOC, let's assume you wanna try to target Google. So there is this Gemini CLI, right? They have they're one of the organization posted on GSOC. So if you're starting to understand how the Gemini CLI work, they have a video for them. And it was generated by Notebook LM. Oh, it was not actually by Gemini CLI itself, it was from Notebook LM. Notebook LM is other topic which is very useful, and we'll come to that later. For this purpose, you see a user is interacting through IDE or like the Gemini CLI app, right? Then there is this agent to agent server, tools and extension. The high level abstraction is very good, and I think it is covering the key components, how it is actually made up of. Uh, that's pretty good, right? And if you see like how the life cycle is actually happening, so on startup, it is initialization is happening, and then authorization, then there's a sandbox and execution mode. Execution is like something if it is making changes in your file system, and for sometimes the test and the linting, it runs inside the sandbox. That's good and non-interactive. And if you see the like, it has created almost everything. Instead of going like organizing things yourself, you could just copy paste the repository, and you can give a shot that most of the time the famous repositories should exist. Like if it is a upcoming one, it might not, but still you can request. It is nice.
All right, today we're doing a technical overview of the Google Gemini slash Gemini CLI repository. We'll be looking at its architecture, its core functions, and the automation that keeps it all running smoothly. So here's how we'll break it down. We'll start with the core purpose and architecture. Then we'll dive into the CLI application itself.
This is exactly the topic that is written as a blog. So if at all like you are a person who is not comfortable with reading a long text, obviously this is just 1 minute worth the time investment. You can give a shot. That's it for today's video. We will come back with